We now return to Let's Play Tropico 5. We're in a new era, and that means big changes. Hopefully not too many that will break my very good economy right now. Yeah, I mean, that's one hell of a balance. That is pretty good. So, let's see. Allies, $0. Okay. Right, so we need to bring back the countries into Tropico. So let's go ahead and invite the USA. Let's do that so that the game understands it. And let the USSR come in. Alright. So thankfully we're at least a little bit warm with one of them. Okay, so changes are that we now have factory farms, which allow us to produce ranch goods without needing to be in the area. Now, I guess that kind of matters for these. Those need to be moved, and this one still okay. But we can just get rid of them and open up the areas here. But as we can see here, it says that now it depends upon corn to feed them. And I don't think I have many corn plantations. I think I've only got 3, as a matter of fact. We can look at food. Yeah. But that's okay. I was looking around, and this sugar farm plantation is not doing so hot. It's getting worse. So I think what I'll do is I will turn this into corn, and then we will just get rid of this one. And that's okay with me. That'll push those people elsewhere. We still need a dramatic amount of people in our jobs, but it's getting better. And this will just allow me to expand a new neighborhood, which is good because now we've got a bunch of other things, like a circus for entertaining the people. Interesting. This will work with citizens as well. I don't think down here is necessarily... I mean, I could put along here, I guess, and then people just come way the hell over there for that. Or here. Another thing I was thinking of, I'm not really sure. I cannot build another dock here. It does not work. It doesn't like the shoreline at all. So I was thinking maybe I could move the dry dock over here, but you can't build more than one dry dock, so I'd have to destroy it to see if it would even work here. And then I could just extend the docks down, well, at least... I'd probably get another 2 in here. One for there, one for there, if I desperately need it. But here's the thing. I'm thinking that if I'm going to start turning this into city and urbanizing this, there's going to be less stuff down here for the docks, and it would be better for me to put the docks elsewhere. Like if I come over here, for example, and start putting the corn over here, then I can feed them into ranches, and then this becomes an area that is agriculturalized. And then that would also allow me to do stuff here. So, like, basically, I would be better off putting the docks over here rather than expanding this area. That's okay, though, because there is a thing, and I wish it was in here with infrastructure, but it's actually hidden in water. The tidal power plant. This will produce 200 power. It's very expensive. It needs college students, but, you know, we got money here. And it fits right there, as well as along the shoreline. So we could keep extending the power with clean energy rather than continuing on with this nonsense. And it would free up my coal, perhaps for more steel industry, because now we've also got other industries such as, well, the pharmaceuticals. I'm not sure what they need except for an enormous amount of power. But also vehicles. Vehicles can be unlocked, and those require bauxite, which would be useful for this. Oh, right, there's another important thing. We are almost out of gold here, but there is it a technology? The automated mine. So if I build this right away, the automated mine has an upgrade which extends the contents of the mine by 20,000. So we're just going to put that... I have to get rid of the mine? I guess I got to get rid of the mine and then I put it back on there. Is that how that works? Oh, well, alternatively, we just upgrade the thing. Modernize to an automated gold mine. Do that one right away. And hope I catch this before it diminishes all of it. Because you have to do it, apparently, when it's above 0. So you can't put it on a depleted mine and then re-establish it. Rum? I could put another rum factory over here. Because we just got too much sugar. I mean, you can see it's still piled up in here, so that would absolutely be a wise idea. I mean, hell, we can't even get rid of it. I need to put another distributor over here, because, I mean, these guys just aren't doing it. That's cool. I didn't know it animated the thing. Another thing, let's do... So I think it's time for everybody to live in actual homes, not just the country houses. It would improve housing quality for sure. It's highly expensive, but again, we got the money, so we can do that. But doing so does a couple of things. One, it requires well-off to move into. I was just there, and yeah, it requires well-off to be there, and everyone's poor. So that's where we're going to put the mortgage subsidies in there. Lowers the wealth required for all living buildings. I assume lowers to the next level. This is very expensive, but again, with the budget that I am pushing here, I don't think that's going to be an issue. So let's get that done. Let's go ahead and do mortgage subsidies. Yeah, okay, issue that. And is that instantaneous now? Now we only require poor. Good. Okay, so I am a little hesitant to do this because it's going to kick everybody out of a home while it's being upgraded, but I think it upgrades instantaneously. I hope it does so instantaneously, because otherwise I'm going to be very screwed here if we have to wait for builders to come along and build everyone up. But let's modernize all homes, finally. And let's let this run. With a few... Oh, good, it is instantaneous. Fantastic. And as we see, we just went from 30 housing quality to a whopping 60.
This is where we should take
40
a
here,
stand.
I guess.
Even I cannot sit by and watch how some people propose to destroy our nature, our very society. They propose that we should work. Have we come that far that we are ready to work now? Have we no dignity? Have we no liberty? Have we not the best of weather on the best of beaches? Join the environmentalists, and you'll get a cocktail discount at the Jolly Roger.
Okay, that must have been... She must just have been talking about tourism and stuff now being available, because I did not do anything that otherwise changed flow. We'll add a new block in here. Change the flow of life on Tropico in that regard. Okay, well, so that should now be corn, yes? Or is it it's still in the midst of doing so? Yes, now it is, okay. When that plants, oh, it looks like it's planted already. Good, good. It just hasn't been growing. That means I probably have to come back in here, yes. Effectiveness increases each month. Bump that up. And I have not actually gone through and made sure all my farms are that way, but I will assume they are. Another thing I would like to do is eventually fix this too, because, I mean, it's still okay location-wise. It's still got its fertility, but I kind of feel like eventually that's not going to be the case. And I would maybe like to also modernize the plateau here as well. So eventually, like, all the farms on the plateaus will go away, and then we'll just build city on there, and then I'll build the fields down in the valleys. That's all to come, though. And that police station is working. Okay, so the other upgrade I can do is for tenements into apartments. Also, a big chunk of money. Why would I not want to do that? Because... housing quality increases if next to a road. That's good. Houses provides housing for 10 families as opposed to the 12 that the tenements do. Okay, So we've already got a fairly large number of home. Okay, wait. That's just because they haven't moved. They haven't moved back in, right? Surely, because that. Okay, let's let this run for maybe another month here, just so that everything ticks over and updates. Because that makes me very nervous. Okay, but man, my money is jumping. My money is jumping. Now there's even fewer people in here. What the? Okay. Okay. Well, okay. But the homeless thing is going down. It's just... My oh my. Okay, and then this, we've got that. Let's upgrade now to increases available amount of resources by 20,000 units. Effectiveness increases with water cannons, but we also create a lot of pollution. We don't need to be doing that. Okay, effectiveness increased by 10 for every other jewelry shop nearby. Well, now that we've got 20,000 here, we can also increase, okay. Now that we've got that, though, I think that I would like to do that. What is this? What was this? Begins to consume 20 megawatts, effectiveness increased by 10. Okay, well, what does that do? Okay, we got plenty of that. So, yeah, I haven't even upgraded you. You consume less resource. Let's do that. Consumes 150. Jesus. The effectiveness of taverns, restaurants, and nightclubs in the vicinity is increased by 10. Well, I don't think I have that in the vicinity. And why would you do that anyway? That implies you'd want to put your distillery in town, and I don't think that's a good idea. Bizarre. And now I'm going to have to go through and look and see who has upgrades associated with Cold War era. See, that's modern times. I can do that on my own in a minute here. Okay, well, now that we've got this crisis going on, you know what? I almost wonder if it was population, because we had a huge generation of population that shit. How can I see this now? Workforce. Huge generation of population that were, this is not it, that were children, of which we still have a considerable amount. Okay, well, one thing I think I want to do, because, my god, Jesus, I was just there. Why is it so hard? No, not homeless, not in the workforce. 400 people yet not in the workforce that will someday come into the workforce. We need to do something about those clinics, because I cannot turn off the obstetrics wing. That's bad news. But now that we've got a new area here, we have access to the hospital. Provides healthcare to citizens living in the vicinity. Oh, you know what? That actually just fits right there. Okay, well, that's not where I intended to put that, but that's where it's going to go. Bam. Now, I was thinking we could put some houses here, but why don't we also just put a tavern there? Because we got people living over here who might need such entertainment. Alright, we didn't look at luxury entertainment, so the museum is now available. Could get that in here. That fits nicely right there, in fact, so we'll also build one of those. The Dolphinarium provides entertainment for the richer citizens and tourists in the vicinity. Well, once again, we're going to have to make vicinity, because where's that? So, makes me wonder then maybe if I shouldn't put some mansions in the area. Because I keep putting that stuff down that's more affordable, but now the mansions don't even... You only need to be well off to be in a mansion, and the mansions are producing lifetime profit of 2,000, whereas, like... Where's one that's been here a while? I think this tenement's probably been here longer, but, like, nobody's living there, you know? This one's been here a while, still hasn't even made money. So, yeah, maybe swapping over to some mansions, now that... I mean, that would be such a high Problem is that they are bigger, so I couldn't just do a 1-to-1 flop on that. Or not. Hold up, what? There's no way. Does look like it fits there though. Huh. I thought they were slightly different, but no. Well, in that case, instead of just upgrading to apartment, but that population again is a thing, because now we're only getting 8 people in there. So we'll have to be a little bit discerning about that. Well, but like this, for example, nobody's living here. This would be a great idea to destroy this one and turn it into a mansion. Living, across the street from a cotton plantation. But, because I think that we would need them more than we would need anything else. Now, we're kicking people out of their homes, but it's not like we don't have other options, especially if I do build one next door. All right, we'll do that. We'll kick you out. Apologies in advance. Oh, not really in advance. I already kicked them out and then apologized. Just behind that. Or put it here, and then we could put a house, and then maybe a garden in between. Sure. Build ourselves another little house. One thing I do have to say, I've been disappointed with the lack of variety in this game. I remember Tropico 3 and those condos were fantastic, because not only did they look the part, and they actually kind of beautified the area a little bit, aesthetically. But you had 4 different things to choose from, and this is just... They really... I don't remember Tropico 6, I'll just be honest with you, but I feel like there was more. Alright, so that'll build. These guys will move, hopefully. We need to... You know what? We're going to do... All Teamsters are going to be rich, but no, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything. Because they're already here, and we're already as effective as we're going to be. More money is not going to do it. I need to build another one, is what needs to happen here. If we're still so full on material, yeah, it's just not moving around. Alright. Modernize rent, not yet. Okay. Anyway, can we let the game run yet? You know what? I'm going to go look around at all the buildings, and I will be right back. Okay, yeah, there's a few things here. Okay, let's generate more revenue, or, research there. Let's put in a magnate. That one. Wait a minute, can I do oil now? Oil technology. We should be researching. Dum-dum. Okay, well, we could do that. We could increase democracy first, because, I mean, that's one oil well. But then we could also build platforms, presumably. Manage your skills for entertainment buildings. Does that mean they not have any here? We would need 2 more technologies here. Why don't we do that one and that one? We'll do sliced bread, and then executives, and then we'll start looking at tourism. Okay, but there were others. Of course, I go poking around, forget where I'm at. Increase job quality. Banks? Oh, right, we need to get tourism up and running. These. We can, and this is going to be a lot of money here, but we can increase job quality at the plants. We can also make them consume natural gas instead of coal. But the thing is, do we import that, or... Because it doesn't say anything about that. But it would have the pollution, and then we can also add a filter here. And I think these probably just are all good, so... We'll do that, but now that the coal will not be feeding into so much of it. Now that the coal will not be feeding into the steel... We do have a little bit more output here. Okay, why don't we improve, let's see. Increase by 20 budget effectiveness. Whereas, okay. Because we got low, okay. Let's, yeah, let's get more steel because we'll probably need it for the, vehicles. So let's get another steel mill up and running. Get that. Start working on that. Should I get these plantations going? Now, we do have some homeless out here, and I was thinking before that we could just add a bunch of homes out here. Now, we could make a row of them, I suppose. I wouldn't want to have my front door facing onto the base, but aesthetically, I'll just kind of do that. And then I don't actually think we need to drag the road up here. They could still walk there, but whatever. We'll do it anyway. It'll dead end right there. Yep. Little stop sign so you don't go flying off the cliff. Okay. What else did I want to do? Kind of wanted to get that road so I can connect that. Let's not get that just yet. What else do we have here? That's about modernized. Gadget Lab. Increase the chance of success for steal money. Sabotage and expose secret actions have an improved chance of success. Spies are always killed upon any failure. Adopt faction doctrine from the basic tab. This increases standing with the children. Right. We don't need to do that. Slowly generates new citizens with manager skills. Increases the effectiveness of the building by 20 using proven medical methods. Effectiveness indicates how well a building performs its primary function. Well, what is its primary function? Guarantees minimum level of healthcare on the whole island. Removes the negative effect of the discredit. So I guess we'd want to do that then, because it would increase the minimum level of healthcare the more effective it is? Is that how that works? Because people don't come here to be treated, it's just an overall build. Okay, well, I guess we do that then. Let's see. These don't have upgrades, they do not. Okay. So we can put more down here. Why don't we go ahead and put down a title generator, because I kind of want to do that now. Get that going. Right, and then there's this area over here. Now, what do you have? Increases workers by 6. Oh, damn it. And effectiveness. Well, let's see here. Money grubber, magnate, inventor, generates the green thumb, beauty, green thumb. Reduces pollution in the vicinity. Considering that there are actually people living here now, that's probably a good idea. Increases wealth for 20% of the workers in the building. That might get more of them down here. We have a hell of a lot of wool, and not much of it's being output. Yeah. So maybe to get the people to come down here, doing that? Where is the... At only 20 budget? Oh wait, that's budget. Again, that's tied to other things. Okay, you know what? Fine, let's do that. Let's do an altruist in there. And then we will... effectiveness is increased, more pollution. Increases workers and effectiveness. So obviously we don't need those workers, but just the effectiveness by 50, I think, is going to And it's all gone down. What the fuck? Oh, of course, because now it's a bigger proportion that are missing, and so now... dumbass. The budget also went down, too. You know what? We're just gonna raise that up. The budget is less than what it started... Oh, I think I just screwed myself on that one. Whatever. Okay. Mine iron again. There's so much in these that I don't really feel the need to modernize them, but we can always modernize them toward their end of their life because it's going to add 20 no matter what. 20 now, 20 later, doesn't matter. I just got to remember to do it. Let's see. Increases effectiveness, decreases job quality, which is already pretty bad. Modernize, okay. We'll probably need to modernize that industry. Maybe we can get the car factory over here. How big is... Well, we have to research that. How far away were we from that? The wheel. Okay. Now we get the space program and the atom. Did I mention this already? We get these before moving into the modern era, so... I have no idea. Okay. So, let's see. I don't need the... We can probably... We'll see. We'll see. But maybe I'll be able to remove the clinic, which is already seeing a dearth of people here. Right, I need... Okay. Let's at least get this out of the way. And then I can put the mansion down, so I don't forget between episodes. There you go. That's the front. Okay. Goody good. Good. Now this one... Okay. Well, we'll see. If I have to destroy that, then I will move that to the front, because otherwise it's not going to get, you know, its bonus for being next to the road. In fact, I think that's the only one that is not. So at least I did a good job there. Okay, homeless is going down. People are finding their way back. That's good. How did that affect overall happiness? I guess it's gone up. Everything else, though, is pretty mid. We are well above the rest of the Caribbean. Yeah, so entertainment. Entertainment has got to be a focus of mine. That museum will get up in there. What else qualifies for entertainment? A dolphinarium. Hang gliding club provides entertainment for richer citizens. Improves quality if it's on higher ground. Okay. Of course, nowhere convenient. Well, okay, we could put it at the end of the road. Doesn't look like it likes to be anywhere. No, we'll come back to that. He says as he continues on, but there is a space right here. If you're running right past the barracks, it's not super fun. You know, I was thinking... These are full up here, too. Let's go ahead and do another Teamster's office right here. Because, I mean, shit, even this thing's full. This thing is hella full. We're not even taking the cigars out of here. Do these up? No, they do not. Replace tanks with Mark II. Bam. Easy. Easy decision. Right, did we do toll tax on you? Did not? Oh.
I say, Presidente, old fruit, you may not know this, but diplomacy is a game of chess. Literally. There's a big chess board at the UN, and whoever wins gets to set the global political trends for that month.
Alright, have the supercomputer with a deep green upgrade. We get 10 college immigrants. Bam. That's good. Another thing, I don't know if I should upgrade these towers or not. Like, I could upgrade this one, but I didn't really end up... Oh, it's already got one. I didn't really end up using or needing them. And I kind of feel like this is going to get redeveloped. Like, this is still good, surprisingly. It's plus 18 for this location, but, you know, just to get the farm out of there, I'd like to get that out of there. And then that would kind of clear out this, so we'd be getting rid of that anyway. Yeah. We'll see. Because modern times is going to require other things yet more, like a nightclub. A stadium, I think, is going to be too big for that spot. And the Dolphinarium would actually fit in there. We removed some buildings. So yeah, like, you know, options, I guess. Now, well, you know, if we're going to be building mansions around this area, we can... Well, we can't. We can't take these back. Oh, well, whatever. Right, upgrade to the supercomputer, which is in education supercomputer. And it would fit, surprisingly, fits in here and still has room for some other stuff. So I guess I can move that, like, up against the back. I mean, this is clearly the front, but it's not gonna really... I was thinking we could, you know, put that... It would look like it belongs to another building, but... What about an observatory? Not best to put that there. Could put another one over here, though, on that side. I just don't know what else I would stick in there. We've only got the one college, correct? Oh. Right. So we got an inventor on that. Supervisor does what? Increases effectiveness. Alright. Okay. I was going to put more managers in. I think I'll put the managers in when I'll just do it off camera. So I remember things. What does this do? Just generates research points. We'll put one in here. I mean, that's science lab. I wonder if that would fit in the slot there. Maybe. We'll save that spot for future development, I guess. Okay, let's just put this down. Put it like right here. Sure. We need that. But then, I forgot that we've got 1 billion trade ships now that just have nothing. We are importing wool for no reason. Damn it. I was wasting a lot of money there for the past several months. Okay. Nobody wants anything, though. We could export oil. We could buy oil to export. Bauxite. I mean, we wouldn't make very much money, but we would make money. Natural gas. See? Okay. Now, natural gas input. Okay. So we do need to import it, because I don't think there's a way to get it otherwise, unless that's something that comes out of the well as a byproduct. I don't know how you'd get that. I'll have to look, but that means we will have to import it. So that was actually kind of a dumb thing for me to do there. I got a little ahead of myself there. I thought it was an imported thing. I just... Whoa? Nobody's working here? Well, I mean, shit, do they even get paid? I don't see a pay scale here. There we go. Nobody's getting paid. And it's well off, too, which is crazy. Alright, well, well, that might have to be dealt with. Where's our situation? Open jobs are still huge. Anyway, let's focus on this for a moment. Tobacco. Buy it and sell it, even though I'm producing it? What about luxury? Rum, steel, furniture. Okay, well, if I build that up, we can start doing that. Steel, I mean, here's a buy-sell that would be very lucrative. So we will do that. No, we won't. Damn it. Praise them. Now they're 70. Now they're 60. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. What else we got here? Wool. Anybody want wool? No. That's just a waste there. Planks? Well. No, we can't. We would have to manufacture them. I mean, we could do a buy-sell on iron. Even though that's something we are producing, we're also using it, so... That's the thing, though, like, I would hope that we could sell it before using it ourselves, because otherwise that's going to be a very expensive proposition. How far away is oil? Well, I guess I could do it now, because it'll be 10-year contract. What do we need it for? I'll have to look. But we'll be producing probably more than domestic use. So we'll do one of those. Give away bauxite. We are making that. And not particularly using it. Alright. Well, I think I'll fluff around with this, make some decisions, decide what... Oh boy, food happiness dropped! It was almost there and it dropped. I think that's gonna have to be cancelled. And then I'll just futz around. I mean, that steel is gonna be a real good one. But I think furniture, like if I can get the furniture up and running as my next industry, that would be very lucrative. I would still prefer using all these ships just to buy-sell, because I think that's what was making me a lot of my money earlier. Although, I mean, Jesus. Yeah, the loss of this, I think, is hurting me more than anything right now. Selling pearls, God, if we got that up and running. I think we're out of it, though. Like, I think that the basic material stuff is just not here anymore. So it's going to be harder to do buy-sells. Why are there so many buys, though? That's the thing. Like, customs... I don't know, man. Are there edicts tied to this? Waste sorting reduces pollution from all residential buildings for only 1,000 period. It's not per building, so I mean that's an easy issue. Secret police... Sensitivity training reduces liberty, conception ban, geological survey increases the amount. Well, that's another one that we could just straight do too, huh? Alright. Now how much has it got? 5,000? Added maybe 3,000 to it, the whole thing? 5,000 to the whole thing? Okay. Well, yeah. I'll futz around and we'll come back and... hope that I didn't absolutely break my economy next time.